Well, guys, we got some unfortunate news and some pretty cool news. So I guess we might as well get out with the bad. The rumors you may have heard are true. They're not rumors. They're news updates. Booster Set 6 Double Diamond has indeed been delayed. But goodish news, at least, since it's only 1 month. So the original launch date of this was supposed to be October 5th or the 6th, I believe. Unfortunately, I can't remember off the top of my head immediately. But it has been delayed to November 5th. Along with those structure decks, unfortunately, too. So a lot of hope when rumors started was that we would at least still get the structure decks to change up the meta a bit. And to keep you waiting for Booster Set 6 delay. Unfortunately, that is not the case. And Booster Set 6 and the starter decks will all release alongside each other on the same day, November 5th, which is a delay of 1 month. So this is interesting because we have, the Evo Cups and the regional qualifiers turn to store championship tournaments. A lot of these were going to be week 1. The store championship qualifiers are going to be the first week of the new set dropping if your store was holding them in October, which quite a few people were kind of on the fence about that, having to suddenly prepare for that 1 week meta shift. And now with this delay, I don't know if it's because of this. I don't believe so. I believe there's a bunch of cargo shipment delays going on right now, which is affecting a lot of trading card games. But either way, this kind of works out for the competitive aspect in that way, where the competitive season won't be interrupted just yet. You get to do your Sword Championships and then get ready for BT6. But that is the status of this set right now. Unfortunately, it is exactly a month delay. So not the end of the world, not the longest delay, but at the very least, we are going to still get it. There is no word on whether this delays the upcoming sets as well, because the English did announce the extra collection set, the one that's themed after the original Digimon card game artwork, and repurposes a lot of it. That one was slated for December for us, I believe, and there is no word currently if that's been delayed. So that kind of make the release window between these really short, like directly a month, I believe. Maybe they'll leave it alone because it's considered an extra set. It's a supplemental set and not main, so we'll have to wait and see if more delays are coming to the game or not, because this is an unforeseen one due to scheduling, it seems, because of supplies being low and shipment cargo delays. But yeah, Digimon card game Booster Set 6, the starter decks along with it are delayed until November 5th, which is exactly 1 month. Now, thankfully, for some more exciting news, is we get entirely new mechanics coming to the Digimon TCG very soon in Japan with their Booster Set 8. This new Mastermon card has been revealed along with 2 new starter decks that are going to be coming out in Japanese over there, I believe, in November. November 26th, I want to say, is the date. I don't remember the specific date, but I believe we could pull it up for a second. This is a new Mastermon introducing the new DNA Digivolution mechanics. So in Japanese, it's called Jagras Shinka. But the localized version, as we know it today from the dub and everything, is DNA Digivolution, so I'll be referring to it as that. But yeah, we got leaks for this new starter deck, and we see here that we got one for green and blue and one for purple and yellow. So as the title of this video implies, which you could probably clicked on for, is that these are truly dual-colored cards as evidenced by Mastermon's art. If you look at this bar down here where its name is, that is where you primarily tell what colors that Digimon is treated as. And here it is truly dual color. We have cards like Sylphimon in Booster Set 3, which is our 1.5, that has an effect that says this Digimon is also treated as yellow. The Rise Greymon, the Digiburst away its sources to play a tamer, also has that effect where you treat it as yellow. The thing is though, it's an effect, so it only works while it's active, and it also will not work in the raising area, so something could not digivolve into it in the raising area if it's a yellow mega. This, however, treats it as dual color, purple and yellow all the time, completely. So this is truly dual color. So like a level 7 that digivolves from yellow, and a level 7 that digivolves from purple can digivolve into this Mastermon, which opens up a lot more paths and a lot easier branching paths to get true dual color decks. Because the clunkiness of it right now is that you can't really hide in the raising area, and with so much removal being prevalent currently in the meta, it really blows up a lot of your stuff and makes a lot of those decks kind of tough, and you got to be ready to make big plays right away just to be able to make the dual color work. Well, here you can build in the raising, and that is really game changing. But not just that, also it introduces the new mechanic of DNA Digivolution that it's being referred to as. Here we have a translation provided by Antonami and Japanese users where they interact with on the server. So thank you to everyone involved for working together to get this out there. The translation reads as DNA Digivolve. So normally you could Digivolve anyways with a normal cost of 5. So that is a 5 cost level 6 if you want to Digivolve over a level 5. It's 13,000 DP assuming to make up for it. But with the new DNA Digivolve mechanic being introduced with these starter decks, you have DNA Digivolve, yellow level 5 plus purple level 5, stack the specified cards, and Digivolve this Digimon over them unsuspended for no memory cost. So this, if you have the right stack, becomes a zero cost mega. So the way that this works, there's a video, I don't believe if they posted it here in the news section, it looks like it's not, but if you look up Digica Fun on YouTube, at the time of this video is the current latest video on their channel, it should be. The way this mechanic works is that you have to have those two stacks on the field. You have to have a yellow level 5 Digimon and a purple level 5 Digimon, and you take their stacks and combine them into one to Digivolve into this. So it balances out by being kind of hard to get 2 full stacks out like that, you know? You don't just get to do it for free unless you cheat something out, like Lord Nightmon cheating out with its when attacking effect level 5. So there's a little bit of a balance there. It's not a completely free alternative to Digivolving. And I'm assuming this is the first card we've seen from the starter decks, where we can assume that there's going to be more support toward this, but as of now, we don't know for sure. We could go on and see that this is crazier, though, because we also have, when Digivolving, place 1 yellow or purple Digimon card from your trash at the top of your security stack. Then, if this Digimon Digivolve using DNA Digivolve, you may look at your security stack, play 1 level 5 or lower Digimon card among them without paying its memory cost. Then, shuffle your security stack. All turns, when you play another Digimon by an effect, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with a level equal to or lower than the played Digimon. So this is amazing, because not only is this a recovery normally, that you can choose, you can put a security bomb in there for your opponent to deal with, but if you do the DNA Digivolve mechanic, which you're already reducing the cost for free, you also get this amazing effect of being able to play something out. And then you also have this effect that's all turns, you know, regardless of the when Digivolving effect, to be able to potentially destroy something. So if you want to stack your security with some security Digimon that play themselves for free, you know, you make it even more dangerous for your opponent to swing. Or if you're playing like a purple base with this deck, you can maybe like play something with Night Raid and you know, get some cheap removal like that. There's definitely some better examples of that. Like there's like Lucemons, I believe. The new one revealed in Japan for Booster Set 7, Lucemon Fallen Mode. You could play that out through an effect and delete a level 5 or higher, or lower, I mean. So this is a really incredible card, and it's really showing like the depth that the mechanics of this game is now starting to explore. I really like the potential this opens up, and it's really making the game a lot more deeper with these mechanics. Mastamon's a really exciting card, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what else they do with this card, because these starter decks got me hyped. I can't wait for Booster Set 8. And then lastly, the last piece of news is this this update for, so this is a little older, which is why it's going last. This was revealed a couple weeks ago, but these are box toppers that you will get in a pack that for buying a booster box of Booster Set 8, of Booster Set 6 rather for English, the next upcoming set, Double Diamond. I don't remember the exact term because it's not a box topper in that you open your box and it'll be in there. I believe you get this as a dash pack. There you go, it's a dash pack card for, I talked myself into the right word. But yeah, we got these English TCG exclusive cards. As of now, Japan has no news on how they're getting these. These are TCG exclusives. I know Yu-Gi-Oh! Does that where they get like TCG exclusive archetype support. So it's cool to see our very first, like, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, feel free to in the comments, very first completely TCG exclusive English cards. We've gotten cards earlier that Japan would have gotten them at the same time before, like with the BT4 promos. But I believe it's the first cards truly TCG exclusive. So let's go ahead and take a look at them. We have one for every color. Gilmon is going to be red and the art's just adorable. And it's when attacking is trigger, draw 1. So, I mean, Rookie Rush support, I guess, but Rookie Rush base red isn't really a thing as of now. So I'm not too sure how that's going to end up playing out for red. It probably won't be too useful. We have Gabumon, which is on play. Reveal the top 5 cards of your deck. Add 1 taper card among them to your hand and place the remaining cards at the bottom of your deck. So if you guys remember, Booster Set 1 Agumon does that. And basically, this is blue playing catch up and finally getting its Gabumon Tamer Searcher. Next up, we got Kudamon, which is a really interesting choice, in my opinion, to support. It is a rookie 1000 DP, and then on play, you may return 1 Kintaro spawn from your trash to the bottom of your deck to trigger recovery +1. On deletion, one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 1000 DP for the turn. So I can see this being good in security control decks if they're still running like that yellow base by the time we get this. I'm not too sure what security control does. I know it eventually becomes red-yellow. But this seems okay because like Kintaros is decent enough to ward off attacks into your stacks, because the problem with security control is if your board gets cleared pretty easily, you kind of rely on your big removal, which passes over a lot of memory. So this like not only helps you not deck out, you know, in those grind game mirrors, you also get to recover +1, adding to your game of stalling out. or end up trying to security bomb your opponent. It's selling out isn't the exclusive strategy of security control, but it helps like keep you into the game. So this is an interesting card. I don't see it being like an actual Kentaurosmon archetype anytime soon, but I definitely like this Kudamon card for its potential. And next one up for green, it looks like it's the only Mega color that's getting a Mega, Hercules Kabuterimon. 11,000 DP, 3 to Digivolve into, and when Digivolving, suspend one of your opponent's Digimon or 2 of your opponent's Digimon with 5,000 DP or less. So this is interesting with how popular the 5,000 DP one-cost blockers are becoming. If your opponent has 2 out, you can still get lethal with Digivolving into this. And then if you choose not to, you can just straight up suspend any of your opponent's Digimon. So Hercules Kabuterimon definitely has its niche uses. Maybe it's a one-off. I could see it getting some play maybe eventually. I definitely think there's some strategies that could be revolved around it for trying to steal games. Next up, we got Kudasarimon for black, and it only has an inheritable 2-cost Digivolve champion, all turns. Ooh, all turn effect. All of your Digimon with the same name as this Digimon gain decoy. Oh, cool. Cool. Decoy is a new mechanic that is introduced in Booster Set 6. When one of your other black or white Digimon will be deleted by an opponent's effect, you may delete this Digimon to prevent that deletion. With the same name as this Digimon. Wow, yeah, so if you Digivolve up to a Diaboromon, you can protect it with its own tokens. That is awesome. That is amazing. Yeah, this is really potentially good for Diaboromon decks. Bandai is really trying to make Diaboromon decks work with this new support that they keep releasing for it, because I know also in Booster Set, or rather in the Extra Collection, the retro-themed one also has a really good Inframon support for Diaboromon. So yeah, man, hold on to your Diaboros. It seems like they're only ever going to get better until the point where they finally make the meta. So that's really cool, Kurosaimon. I'm really excited to see how black players try and break that card to bring Diaboromon back into relevance. And finally, we got Wizardmon, where I am just loving that card effect. Your turn, once per turn, when you use an option card, gain 1 memory. Ooh, so that is really cool. When you use an option card, 1, that is potentially really good for Lilith Loop. You just plus like insane off of your Jack rates now. That has a lot of potential too, just as a generic card in purple. These are really great box toppers. I think the bottom row is definitely like arguably the best cards, and Kudamon's probably the most interesting for its potential in the future. Depending on how good Kentaurosmon gets, if you want to keep recycling those, if they get a new Kentaurosmon in the future, that's really good. Kudamon only gets better in that way. But yeah, I think bottom row is definitely the strongest cards. I think Wizardmon's probably the best generic out of this, but it's really cool to see this kind of TCG exclusive support for the game. And it shows me, like, in my opinion at least, it seems that Bandai has a lot of confidence in this game and really wants to market it towards its different regions. And that's really cool and refreshing to see. So I'm really excited to see all this come out. The news about the delays is unfortunate, but to be honest, I personally feel like they were starting to release these a little too fast and too close to each other. So I really actually appreciate that break, especially since you just spent a bit extra cash on something Digimon related, really cool coming to the channel. You might get a peek of that this weekend on the anniversary stream if you're watching this around the 17th, when this uploads or whatever. But, so yeah, I appreciate that break. But I understand that a lot of people don't like this format too much and kind of want to move on from Lord Nightmon. So it's unfortunate to deal with a whole nother month of it. But that just, to me, is like more chance to experiment with this meta and really break it and see if there's a counter or whatnot. So I'm excited with all the news that came out. I don't mind the delay too much. I think it's pretty good. Let me know if you think booster sets are coming out at just the perfect pace though and you don't like the delay, or rather if you appreciate it and would like to see this schedule more regularly so stuff doesn't come out as fast. That's it for today. Lots of exciting news in the Digimon TCG community. I hope this was a useful roundup for you. I like to do these, even some of these are a little behind, like these English cards, just because I want to wait for something to be, or a lot to come out rather, because I'm not much of a news channel. But, once there's enough built up, that's really hype, I want to talk about it with you guys. So I hope this was useful. I hope this was informative. If you liked it, let me know. If not, let me know what I can do better. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. And until that next video, remember to stay hungry until you get a taste of victory.